Great, now let's read
This is the first of your god powers, a pretty simple god power it seems like at the start. Now, you may think this is all about making a world beautiful, and indeed it does, but it's got some side effects to it which are really useful in the strategy later on. The first thing you'll notice is when you put down a tree, the tree will slowly grow over time. You can use other god powers to enhance that growth. But the people really like it. If you put it down near an abode, they'll come out and they'll worship it. Your happiness will go up slightly, and that again is going to be important. If you haven't yet reached the full impact of happiness. Also, later on in the game, if you've looked through your timeline, you'll notice that trees enhance and buff abodes near them. So really careful strategic placing of your trees. Be careful though, because the more trees you put down, the more expensive it is. Also, at this point in the game, if you haven't unlocked the expansion temple, make sure you do. Make sure that if you have unlocked it, that second area that unlocked is a great place to get ready for settlements. You'll see what I mean when we come to settlements, but don't over sculpt. You shouldn't be sculpting most of the time now. You should be treasure hunting, you should be going on voyages, you should be strategically getting people to build things. At this point, your world shouldn't be a really big flat plane, unless you want it to be, of course. You may be the sort of person that wants that stuff. There's no real specific advantage to over sculpting. It's better to use the landscape in the way you can. We've been really careful of how we've designed this land, so that there's lots of little hints in the landscape itself as to the best way to get through this section.
Well, alright then. The Holy Forest it is. I think we'll send all the builders we have again to build the area. And as we have the Shrine of Capacity here, we also will build the forest here. But before this happens, we have to beat some rocks down, so we get the belief to build the said trees for our holy forest. But yeah, 1% plus in belief for every build is quite a thing, and I think that's something we should get really into. So now let's beat some rocks down, not all of them of course, because we're saving up for later. Now check on the Astari people, what's it with it? They're again trying to cruelly mock us. Now yeah, that worked for now. Right, now let's build the Holy Forest. Somewhere here, just on the sand. Powers Holy Forest. 1. Now you can place trees anywhere you like. Trees near boats make followers give you more belief. 1. 2. Now come on. This should be working. 2. Now we need a bit of belief. Should be enough. And I want a tree somewhere here. Come on. Great. Now the happiness should be going up a bit. Admire the tree. Hooray! Man, it's a tree! Everyone likes trees. Now, alright, this looks good. And as we're building quite a lot right now, and improving our society, getting more people to live here and so on. And how many gems do we have? 14. Alright, now I think this place here will be a settlement at some moment. Oh, belief income! Payday! How nice of them to give us belief the moment we need it most. Now, one guy over here. Great. He's sleeping, alright. Won't disturb him. Now, we need someone here to build more of these houses. They are sleeping, alright. So I think we need some people over here, and I think this 500 belief is just what we need right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Right here. And now as they move, we will just get to the voyage. After I check whether the recording's still running, as it is. So, destination. Azure Archipelago. Oh, damn. Someone who is native in English, please correct me how it's pronounced. Swamp, the springs, the leaf, and whatever this is. Possibly fields, possible crops. And the Arctic expedition, which brings gems. I think we will go for this one. But first, I want to know.
Okay, Bronze Age stickers. Now, you may have been thinking to yourself, oh god, it's so many stickers to unlock a card. You know, this is getting tedious. And this is where we want that frustration to turn into motivation. So we give you this Bronze Age sticker resource card. If you unlock this with nice pink fluffy cloud stickers, you'll then have, every time you discover a sticker, it has a good chance of being double, sometimes even triple the value. You'll notice that some sticker have multiple resources on it. Later on there's going to be another one of these to unlock to make them even more powerful. My advice to you is, if you have unlocked times 10 rocks, now is the time to focus on this card. It's a valuable card, and it means all of your treasure hunting and voyages will be a little bit better.
Yeah, indeed, he's right. So I think we will get the Bronze Age resources. Now the question is, how many of these, like he said, fluffy little clouds do we have? We have 1, 2, and that's basically it. So I think the primitive sticker pack will do it. And yeah, there are a lot of clouds. 4 of them to be precise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the prayer beads. I'm not going to give the ink. Then again, I'm going to sacrifice some people, I think. I think it's time to kill 5 people again. Yeah, no, I'm cruel at this point, but it has to happen because else we won't get any gems, we won't get any belief. We have to sacrifice some people. Although we're going down with the happiness a bit, we'll get this back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the pit of doom, dear ladies and gentlemen, because we need some gems again. And hopefully we'll get more than 5 gems out of it. 1, 2. Oh, the situation is awful. Alright, I promise the next thing I will concentrate on will be happiness. Do we have some kind of sticker here? Only this one. Yeah, I think we'll get them out of the voyages. One here. And some more people, please. Out to work. Because we need to improve. And now I don't know whether the first settlement will be here or there. I'll think about it. First, let's get to the next voyage. Sail. Map preview, yeah, great. So where do we land? We land somewhere up here. Alright, so now we've got to we'll move rather here or here. Yeah, I guess it will be here, somehow, and then here. Alright, let's land.